Hey guys, it's Burgos here, and today we're going to talk about the Flame domain. I'm going to show you some lines recommendation that I think is going to be good for the Flame domain. I'm going to show you also the heroes that I'm going to use is for the season 3. Just to mention that since here the elemental affinity are different from season 2, also is different from season 1. I'm going to go over the gear that is used there, some status that is very important for the flame domain, also some heroes that is specifically for the flame domain. I'm going to show you also my line recommendation for the stage 5 in the flame domain, since this flame domain is the most hard domain in Dragonheir Silent Gods. uh, Even if you check your dungeons, you're going to see that everything is how hard it is. For example, Goblin Lair 1, Goblin Lair 2. Frost Domain, here the most hard thing is actually the mobs, not the boss. And finally, we have the Flame Domain. And the pain with the Flame Domain is just the boss is doing huge damage. And we're in the season 3, and even if you don't get stacks there, still the boss is going to hit you like a truck. So first I'm going to show you a couple line recommendations for the Flame domain, stage 5, and after this I'm going to show you my team and how I do the things there. So let's jump directly in the Flame domain. We're going to go over the line recommendation, more like free-to-play player friendly, since I have Calf, I don't have this one, for example. I have Stigomorphin, but I don't have this one. So it's a little hard, you know, with the legendary heroes to have the specific legendary heroes, but I think most of the people are going to have these heroes. And here we have Rubat, Voresh, Hexandra, Sigrid, and this is an archer that is giving invisibility to the heroes. Where did she go? Yeah, there she is. And I think that was the spell. Yeah, grants invisibility and debuff immunity to all ranged allies for 10 seconds when deals some decent damage and healing prohibition. So yeah, here you want to go with Katrine. Do we have Katrine here? No, I don't see. But still, the main combo is going to be like in the previous season. Is going to be Hexandra, also Sigrid, Boresh, and Furbat. Furbat, I don't think is going to be that much for healing. This guy is going to give you a shield, and also is going to give you healing over time, but I'm not so sure this is going to be very possible. So yeah, maybe the most free-to-play player friendly is this one, and we're going to check this lineup. It's just 3 rare heroes. We're using Hexandra for removing one debuff, use the ally by 150 attack, 1500% alignment, and dispel one debuff from the ally. Very important. And I think this one was something like shield related, recovery over time, and hit recovery to all allies. I'm not quite sure why this one is used, but we're going to see. So this is the first line. Again, the more of course the heroes are splitted, just to mention that, since at the last boss things can go very crazy if you have your heroes stuck it. Furbat is going to heal Hexandra, and Hexandra is going to heal everybody. 55k, okay. I think we have heroes here with a very decent gear. I didn't check the gear, by the way. I just saw the heroes. So maybe it's not the best example, since the Sigrid 55k. I think this should be something like, I don't know, at least legendary gear there. But we're going to see. Still, we have the boost here from the elemental affinity, which is frost and poison heroes. And yeah, I'm not so sure how much resistance these guys are having, but yeah, 55k. This is a legendary gear. Oh my god. Sorry about that, but yeah, we have to check also the gear of the heroes here, since not everybody's having a legendary gear. I'll show that. That was the heroes. Yeah, this is a legendary gear. So we're going to try to find something with more normal gear. Yeah, this one is looking way better with way less gear. They're 100, level 100 with the second. I think this will be with resistance. Yeah, this is going to be with resistance. So far, by the way, this artifact is very decent. One is from the season 3. And I think everybody's actually with. Oh, Alexandra even don't have it. From Brat is having, I guess, defense, but still no resistance. So I think this is more free to play, player friendly team. So let's check it out how this guy is doing. Here the things are stuck just because this hero shield that is going to provide you is going to be around these heroes here. Also, he's having healing over time. He's going to have a lot of healing, a lot of shields, and I think he's going to be fine with this team. But the important thing is this fight here is with epic gear. Most of the heroes are with epic gears, and this is what we're looking in general. Uh, what I look in general for the heroes, since I cannot show you 3-star heroes that is having the best legendary gear. And yo guys, look how with 3-star heroes you can do it. No, it should be related to the players that is playing right now and the current position. I'm little far away from a legendary gear, so this is one of the lines that is also going to help me. Even though that I'm going to use something different, I still think this is a very decent lineup, especially with these shields. We don't have this shield debuff prohibition, since yeah we don't have this type of heroes, but I think most of the heroes, or the important one, is actually stuck it on the resistance, so it's going to be hard for the boss actually to apply some kind of resist some kind of debuff over the heroes. The bad thing is the boss is hitting hard, and this is not no joke hitting. He's basically I create my team going for the stage 4, and I put resistance. I go and actually farm in Grave of Curse resistance gear, and I put like 2 pieces on my DPS just to get this 60 resistance. But yeah, still this boss is doing massive damage. But here we have a lot of healing over time. Furubat is also providing with a lot of healing. Just the important here is people should be not getting one-shotted. We see there is some stacks, but it's not going to be enough to kill the whole group. So the heroes here have a decent amount of resistance. And I think this is maybe the most important thing fighting with the flame domain. You can go with Katrine to give you debuff immunity, debuff immunity. You can go with Fitz to just get all the debuffs from your heroes, but at the end of the day, is the less stacks you get, the better. So I think it's way better with this team getting some shields, getting some healing. Also, Hexandra is going to remove one debuff, and in general, this debuff is going to be these stacks. So Vorish is doing a healing, Furbat is doing a healing, Hexandra is doing a healing. The other guy that I don't know very good, his name is doing a healing. So this is a pretty decent, very free to play, player friendly combo. We have like 3 epics and 2 3-star heroes. And yeah, I think this is a very good team. Now, maybe I should go and level up the guy with the shields, since but I have Mr. Almar, but Mr. Almar is a fire, so I cannot actually use him here. Look, by the way, healing over time. Look how many healing those guys are getting. Here we have 5 stacks for the Voresh, and it's going to be very painful right now. Okay, Hexandra actually removed these stacks. Again, Hexandra is something like a must-have hero for this dungeon, and it's making everything way more easy. So yeah, this is one of the themes that you can go for. No legendary heroes inside, and the gear of this hero is not a legendary gear. Now I'm going to check also one more team that I think is going to be an easy to get team, since it's important. First the team do not have that many legendary gear. Maybe can have 2 pieces in general, but to be more like 3-star and epic heroes and not having that much legendary gear. Maybe this one is going to be a good one. Okay, here we have a legendary. Okay, as you can see, I even put this. This is going to give resistance to Zarwok. I did it the same way just to get some resistance, but this one is level 95, so if he's having these runes, that may give some resistance, but the resistance here is not that much. It's 75, so I'm curious how these people are going to do. So we have on Sigrid some legendary, but rest of the heroes is with epic gear. Of course, the main hero, the main DPS is going to be Sigrid, but still, I think just one hero with 3 pieces of the legendary cannot make that huge difference. So I can count this team is more free-to-play player related. Of course, every free-to-play player can go and get legendary gear. I mean, it's not something that only for pay-to-win players can afford. But in general, I think most of the times you're going to have epic gear before you actually go and start farming legendary gear. And we're in the early stages of the season 3. I think the global launch of the season 3 was 22 of March, but here actually come like oof, don't remember, 29, 30 of March. So yeah, I remember on the day 5 I saw people that is already farming stage 9 of Grave of Venom on day 5, and I was how how these people are doing that. And yeah, it was a great shock for me to see that, but it is what it is. I mean, uh they managed to do it, and they do it. Okay, he stopped his attacking of the Sigrid, and now everybody's going to shoot on this boss when the battle starts. Okay, everybody is going to be ready. But he tried to actually apply this defense penalty that is going to reduce the attack. Oh, this is actually on Vorish, this artifact. Okay. I think it's a decent artifact, by the way. Decent artifact. Here the heroes are splitted, but as you can see, there is no hero with the buff here. And I think this is the main point of the resistance. It's strange that Zagrok actually don't have. Okay, he get like 6 debuff. Vorish is 5 debuff. It is going to be very tricky. It's going to be a hard one. Okay, this one just remove all the buffs. This one just remove all the buffs. I have to check it out. This hero. It's a 3-star hero. That is a strange, but from what I look, it's a very good 3-star hero. So you can even not actually go and spend your gear for the resistance, because to get a resistance most of the time you're going to sacrifice some other stats, especially if you want to go with main stats this gear. And yeah, also the positioning of these heroes is looking good, so people can actually take advice of this positioning. Sigrid is doing good damage. Now I'm not so sure is this hero actually is having some accuracy in general, or spell haste. Sorry, it's about the spell haste. So I'm going to check it out after this fight. She's looking very decent one, and it's basically you have 3 healers here: Purbat, Voresh, and Zagrok, and also this healer that is going to give you healing over time. So it's about this one. It's level 89. So I'm curious, by the way, do she have a spell haste? Since the latest stages, just the bosses uh, are firing up their spell way more faster from rest of the heroes. So I think we watched this one. Yeah, spell haste, spell haste. This is a spell haste, a skill haste. Sorry, skill haste gear, and here we have again skill haste. So she can actually catch up with the boss charge bar, and she's also having this resistance artifact uh, 12 points here. Now this is the spell. Grants recovery over time to each ally for 10 seconds and dispel one debuff from them. It's basically enough to just dispel the fire dots. So I think this is going to be the game changer for the flame domain. So if you have her, just level up her. Uh, and yeah, I think this is going to be way more easy to go for stage 5. I think almost everybody's actually using that if they don't have a legendary hero. Here for the dispel, the guy is using Hexandra, but again, here is a legend. Okay, this one is not a legendary here. Who was I saw some legendary gear, but yeah, Hexandra is the hero that is going to dispel. Here is going to be this one, Hexandra, this one. So you get the idea also for the healers to actually use for. Furubat is everywhere. Here is Garios, but in general, you can use Furubat or Garios. Both of them is going to provide you with a healing over time. And everybody's having Voresh. Voresh is the buff prohibition that we don't care that much, but with every hit, he's going to also heal one target. So it's like extra healing general. So yeah, this is my lineups for the Flame Domain Stage 5 in the Season 3. The healers, Hexandra, this one, I forgot her name. Enna, I think very decent hero. And for tank, you can go with Furbat or Garius. As a DPS, Sigrid is almost everywhere. It's going to be Poison, Frost for this Flame Domain, mostly used heroes. I think every season Sigrid is one of the most used heroes. So yeah, let me know in the comments your personal strategy for the Flame Domain Stage 5, or maybe Stage 4, or maybe Stage 3. I'm going to actually show you my heroes for the Stage 4 that I still didn't actually go there. But it's actually I use Katrine for this debuff stuffs, debuff immunity. I'm not so happy with her. I also have used Foresh. I use this one, the Ophin, just for the boost, but there are going to be definitely changes here. I'm going to remove the Ophin and I'm going to use also Usha, or I'm going to go for Garius. Garius for the healing, but I think most likely I'm going to use Usha. So yeah, I guess this will be for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you do, hit one like, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video.